And now, News 11 Sports.
Welcome back from the break. I'm Sydney Wicker, live out here at Neshoba Central, where the Rockets are currently taking on Lake Cormorant. Now, this game wasn't originally supposed to start until 7 o'clock, but the Gators did ask to move this up to 6 o'clock just due to their long drive back home. So the current score of this one is 29-14, where the Neshoba Rockets are currently leading. But I got the chance to talk to head coach Jason Broom before this game got going. When I was talking to him, they had a bye week, and he said that's what worries him a little bit about this game. Just having that constant play of playing day in and day out all season long, and then to go a week without having a game. He's hoping it doesn't take this team's momentum, and so far, it doesn't seem to be affecting them at all. He says they're just going to have to continue to bank those three-pointer shots to get the win over the Gators tonight. Coming up tonight at 10, we'll have all the highlights from this game. Now the Rockets, they're not the only ones that are competing tonight. Girls basketball across the Magnolia State will be taking the court shortly. The Lake Hornets are one of those teams to keep an eye out for tonight. They host the Lloyd Star Hornets. Lake did beat the Pisgah Dragons 64-30 on Monday in round one. This team won their first district championship in 12 years just last week. Now they're hoping to keep up this historic season in their game tonight. Union will also be hosting tonight. They'll take on West Marion. That game is set to tip off at 7 as well. Union did beat Seminary 55-29 in round one. West Marion comes into this one as the number 3 seed, and they're coming off of a close win over Wesson, 58-51. The Yellow Jackets are going to have to lean on their sister duo of Kamaya and Kiera Russell in order to get a win and to advance to the next round. We'll go ahead and take a look at some other games that are going on tonight. In 1A, Bay Springs will take on Simmons. In 2A, Kemper County takes on West Lincoln. Enterprise will take on Tylertown in the 3A matchup. We'll also have some highlights from some of these games coming up tonight at 10. And I do want to remind you, if you have a final score from one of these games, feel free to call WTOK to report that score. All right, boys basketball playoffs will tip off tomorrow for round 2. Here's a look at some of those games that'll be going on. Southeast will host Hazelhurst. Bay Springs takes on West Boulevard. All right, the Meridian Community College baseball team is getting ready to host a doubleheader on Saturday against Hines. Hines comes into Meridian with a 4-2 overall record to start the season. Their most recent win comes from last Saturday, where they were able to beat Frontier Community College 8-0. Last week, the Eagles were hot at the back, getting 2 run rule victories over Muskegon. Head coach Dylan Sutton says even though his team was scoring and putting up big numbers, it did not necessarily mean that his team was swinging well.
We need to get some guys going offensively. I know if you look at just the scores last week, you think, oh, everybody's swinging it well, but that's not really the case, and that's fine. You know, it is still early in the season, like you said, so we need to get some guys going, and the more live pitching they see and the more times they get out there against another team, the better we're going to get. So we just want to see us continue to improve and hopefully play well tomorrow.
Cindy.
The Eagles doubleheader starts at 1 in the afternoon on Saturday. Well, it was opening day at the Dude and Swayze Field. A solo homer for LBS opened up the scoring against the Bulldogs. Long Beach State did beat State 3-0 on opening day. Ole Miss taking on Charleston Southern right now. Looks like the most current score update I have for you. Ole Miss leads 9-2 at the top of the 7. All right, now to the wildlife forecast, sponsored by the Vein Clinic at Meridian Plastic Surgery. Peak times wildlife activity on Saturday, February 19th, are 3:37 in the morning and 4 in the afternoon. Well, that's going to do it for sports. Be sure to tune back in tonight at 10. We'll have all the highlights from all these games going on. And before we leave, let's take a look at the current score. It's currently 30-16. Neshoba Central still on top. All right, that's going to do it for me live out here at Neshoba